We are live, and oh my goodness me, there's a lot of people here already. Welcome. Can everybody hear me okay? I hope you can. It's very difficult when you're doing these streams on your own. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing. There's so many comments already. Let's just throw up some of these comments. Lewis, hello. Dom, hello. Adam, Simon, Izzy, Sheena, Les, Matt, oh my goodness, Evan, even everyone who's going to be watching Jim's Star Wars marathon film, watch when he finalizes the date. We will discuss that in this video, don't you worry. Great. Okay. Hi. There's so many people here. I'm loving this. Hello, everyone. Sam. Oh my goodness me. Good that you can hear me. Hey, hello. Oh dear. So welcome. Have I had a haircut? Yes, I have. I had it about a month ago at this point. You will have seen videos of me still with long hair. There are older videos. I record all my videos in one go, so it's just easier. Thank you. So yes, hello everyone. This is going to be difficult when you're the only person doing it. So first and foremost, we hit 2,000 subscribers, which is crazy, amazing. I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful for everybody that's here. I'm super grateful for everybody that's subscribed to my channel. 2K came around very, very quickly. We were sitting on sort of 1850 for quite some time, and then Sems came in and was just like, I want Jim to do this marathon, so everybody go and subscribe. So, and then with that, I went way past 2K into 2100 something. So, I mean, it's mad, but I know he's done it just to see me sweat and watch all these movies back to back. So crazy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. So yes. Hello. Hi, everybody. This is good. I don't really know what to do. Obviously, everybody's here to check out the giveaway, and we will get into that very shortly. I just thought I'd have a few minutes, just chat to everybody, say hello, so that everybody knows what's going on and what's going on with the channel. What's going on with the channel is this more of everything. More lightsaber reviews, more Lego reviews coming for sure. I recently did a Lego lightsaber video and I enjoyed doing that, so I want to do more of those. Listen, we're going to talk. We'll get to this crazy marathon idea. Thank you. This is my Rogue One t-shirt. I do love it. So yeah, more stuff going on with the channel. More lightsabers to review. One came out 2 days ago on Friday. Seer Jinder's lightsaber. I've got a ton more coming from Padawan Outpost, and some from other places. I have a lot of lightsabers from places that I haven't specifically bought from, that I've gotten sabers from. Either they've sent them to me to check out, or like I bought them from other people. So I've got a ton of lightsabers that I've never even reviewed, and so I'm just I'm in an iron at the moment about whether or not to review them in a sort of different way, in a way that it's reviewing the saber itself as opposed to the company if I've not bought from them. I'm not sure. So yeah, so obviously I've got some Saber Trios. I've never personally bought from Saber Trios, but I have got Saber Trios in my collection. We know that Saber Trio are a good company, so I'm happy to talk about them and review them. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it, really. Before we get into the draw itself, let's talk about the other side of this, which Simon has already mentioned. I said that when I got to 2,000 subscribers, I would do a Oh, I would do a Star Wars marathon and I would watch every single movie back to back in chronological order, including Solo and Rogue One. Now, looking at that closely, that was a mistake. But I've said I'm going to do it, so I'm a man of my word. So I'm definitely going to do it. Thank you. I'm happy to check out anything from Force Sabers. Yeah, I've done that for other people, so absolutely, Simon. I'd love to check that out. Thank you. I appreciate. I try and be like as honest as I can in my reviews. Even certain things that I'm not 100% happy with, I'll always, be completely honest in my reviews. Yeah. So watch party. Yeah, I think I'm going to need potentially shares in Monster to get through it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start early. I'm going to start sort of 8 a.m. 8 a.m. on, I'm looking at March 9th, Saturday, March 9th. That's the date I'm aiming for. Things can change, obviously, life and things like that. But at the moment, that's clear and free. So I'm looking at March 9th, start at 8 a.m., start with episode 1, and just keep going. Just keep going all the way through. And we'll see how it goes. It's going to be difficult. I've still not 100% figured out exactly how I'm going to do it. I might just do it with a time code, so you could watch the film along at the same time, because obviously if I stream the full film, I'm getting kicked off of YouTube straight away. So yeah, so it's definitely interesting. It should be fun, but I know that it's going to be tough, because I think all totaled it comes to around, without breaks, 27 hours. So it'll be going through till the Sunday, potentially with breaks, because I'm going to need to eat. I'm going to need to drink. I will need to go to the toilet, but I will not sleep. So yeah, so it's going to be a big one. So the more of you that come in and join me for it and chat with me, the better. Who's my favorite Star Wars character in lightsaber? Luke and his saber, hands down, easy. Thank you. I try to be as honest as I can. Oh, well, I'm okay with bankrupting you. It's what I do. Well, this is it. Like, the other thing with a marathon is people can jump in as and when they want, because it'll be going for more than a day. So like, swing in, swing by, It's awesome is one word, crazy is another. Yeah, I'm still toying with the exact way to do it, because I want it to be live. So yeah, it's going to be crazy. Alex, hello. Could you release a commentary track of you reacting to the movies? That'd be really fun. That way we could go through the whole venture together with you. I mean, potentially I can literally just record what I'm doing at that time and release it separately, of course. I'll be watching it with whoever turns up at my house. If my children are here, they'll be joining me. If Cass, my girlfriend, is here, she can join me. Yeah, so whoever's here, really. It's an expensive one. I do actually have the Jedi variant review coming very, very soon. Which part of the marathon are you most looking forward to? Return of the Jedi. The original trilogy as a whole, to be fair. That would be my thing. Sequels too. The bit I'm not looking forward to is Attack of the Clones, but I'm getting those out of the way first. So yeah, you'll 100% fall asleep. I'm going to be like, let's do this. Somehow Palpatine returned. Hey, listen, I'm going to be here for it. So we've got quite a few people watching now. So thank you everybody for doing this. Let's dive into this giveaway. Now, I said I was giving away 3 lightsabers, and I will absolutely give away 3 lightsabers, and they relatively all here. I'll explain in a second. So we've got this saber that was featured in a video between me and Sam's Nerd where we demolished this hilt. We absolutely demolished it to pieces. I ran over it with my car. It was a whole thing. And Ben over at Force Sabers, because this is one of his, he was like, listen, I can refix it. I can bring it back to life. And he did. So you know what? That's absolute madness that he was able to actually bring it back to life. It's still got some dings and scrapes into it, but that's part of the fun of this particular saber. So we've got the Venom from Force Sabers going. I'm trying to keep on top of these messages. Yes, I knew you'd be glad of that, Sams. No Attack of the Clones, Sander. Hey, listen, we have our things, right? To be fair, I've been very, very lucky with the support of Padawan Outpost. They've been amazing. They're the best people in the world. That's what I worked for like nearly a year, and there's more stuff coming from them with them as well. It's exciting times. Listen, you and Cass need to sort it out. Thank you. 2K, yeah, it did turn very, very quickly, which meant that I had to kind of like gather all this stuff together really quickly, which is why I'm going to talk to you about something in a second. I know they'll do another run because those Star Killers are, and Sheena's work is incredible. Yeah, I prefer the original. This is the other thing is just like what version of the original trilogy am I going to watch? Shall I just watch it on Disney Plus, or shall I do it what I would prefer, which is the OG despecialized versions? I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, we do try. We do try. My favorite Lego Star Wars figure, probably my black hair Kanan, because it's worth a crazy amount of money. There's at least one SK left at PO. Dave just needs to add it to the list. That's Dave all over. So yes, so that was one of the sabers I'm giving away. The second was Luke Skywalker baselet. I actually don't have that particular one in my collection currently because it's with Sheena at the moment. She was just checking it over because there were a couple of things I wasn't 100% happy with that I wanted to make sure were absolutely perfect when I was giving it away. But I thought I had more time because we were at 1850 for such a long time. And then before I knew it, 300 new people came. And so she has it at the moment, but it is very similar to this one that I'm holding right here. It has the switch box on it, but it's very, very similar to that one. And then the last one that I'm giving away is this Kanan Jarrus Xeno V3. And what I was going to say is with this Kanan Jarrus, because obviously we all know Kanan is one of my favorites, it will be in a Padawan Outpost box with a stand, a blade plug, a charging lead, all the things that you need for it. Obviously, these will all come with blades as well. So, all blades, all everything you need to have fun times. Well, there we go. Some more SKs and some more Mauls. Thoughts on Star Wars Battlefront? I'm super excited for that, and I'm definitely going to be on it, all over it. Those games were amazing, and hopefully the translation is not too buggy. It's the LS1 version. Yes, she's doing some Mauls. The Star Killers are next level. The Kanan Saber is amazing. I do love it. How do you get the stand with them? What the lightsaber stand that it comes in the box. Nice. Love a bit of parts. They are nice lightsabers. I know you do, darling. Amazing. My mouse is being funny. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm with you on that one. I love any kind of saber too. It's why I've got way too many in my collection. And this week, over the past 2 weeks, I've managed to get 3 new ones. I didn't mean to; it just kind of happened. You know what it's like. So should we do the draw for the first lightsaber, which is going to be, where have I put it? It's right here. Which is going to be the Force Sabers Venom, featured in that video with me and Sam's, lovingly brought back to life, but still showing some signs of enjoyment. What we? Okay. It does have the best history. 2 sabers. 2 sabers is good. 2 sabers is good. You know what? 2 sabers quickly turns into nearly 50. Okay, so everyone's saying that this one's the best one in the giveaway. Hey, listen, you know what? I'm all for it. So now let me see if I can figure this out, because I technically have things all prepared and ready to go, but you know what? Going live, things can go all kinds of ways. So here we go. So here we have the big wheel of everything. I'm going to hit it, and we're going to see who wins the first lightsaber. Let's go. Okay, so the first winner, we've got Nesquik 5528. Congratulations, Nesquik. I will be contacting you myself so that we can arrange to get this to you as soon as possible. Oh, White Knight, you're so close there, mate. So very close. And Road Brick, so close. But yeah, so well done. That's the first one. All done. Should we just do this? Just do this one after another, one after another. Sure, why not? It is the Wheel of Doom. So well done, Nesquik. Let's just dive back in, and we're gonna go Luke this time. We're gonna go Luke lightsaber. So let's go again. I do quite like this, you know. It's a lot of fun. Oh, there is Yulia Trib 9392. I mean, the one thing you have to say about when you're doing like giveaways and stuff, it's always worrying about, like, what is that name that's going to come up? You know, am I going to be able to pronounce it? No, I'm not. How did I get the name? Sorry. How did I get the names for the wheel? So everybody that watched the 2K giveaway video would have commented down below on their favorite Star Wars character and subscribe to the channel. And that was how everybody got entered. So there we go. So that's the first 2 done. Let's go in for the big boy, the Kanan. The Kanan Jarrus in Xeno V3, which means that you can connect it to the app and everything. And I've threatened it so many times, but I'm actually going to do a video on how to use the app and how it connects and everything else. But let's just dive in and get going with the very last one, the last giveaway. Let's go. So fun. Sergles. Now, I'm Sergles. I don't know how that's pronounced. But congratulations, Sheena. Look, you were right there. So well done. Well done. I have a well, I actually have my partner making note of all the winners, and I will contact them and work out getting these sabers to their brand new homes. I'm very excited to be able to pass these on. You know, I've enjoyed them. These have all been sabers from my personal collection that I've enjoyed and I've had up on the saber stairs and stuff. But I'm now, like I said, I've got way too many, so it's time to move these on and move these forward. So I'm really excited about people getting their hands on these and seeing seeing them in other people's collection. So it's very, very cool. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Yes, congratulations. Call ourselves Dave. Yeah, right. Tell me about it. See, she's all on it. My missus is amazing, so she's got everybody's names sorted. So I will contact them, and they will all get their sabers. Thank you, Cal. I do really appreciate that. Like I said, it took longer than you can imagine. It's getting all the names as well, like going to the video and scrolling through. I think there was 84 entries in the end. So yeah, pretty crazy. Thank you, Lewis. I appreciate that. Samuel, yes, let's just see how the channel goes. You know what? I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing this very much. I love to just talk about Star Wars with new people, like within Jim's Cantina. I'm starting to sort of bring in newer people that I've maybe not chatted to as much before. And what I'm finding that a lot of us are very like-minded, and there's a lot of really, really good, nice, decent people in this community. I hate that term community, but it is what it is. And you know what? And the more we can all just be like positive and super supportive of each other, I think the better, and it makes being a Star Wars fan better. So yeah, we're just gonna go. No, Sheena, you're not having any of it. Yeah, of course. Now I've got to try and think. George, you're very welcome. I've got to try and think. I enjoyed the Cantina, Sheena. I enjoyed the one that we did together. That was fun. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do for 3K. Probably, do you know what? I've done a giveaway on 1. I've done a giveaway on 2. Maybe I do a giveaway on 3. Who knows? Who knows? If I hit, I tell you what, if I hit 3 before the end of this year, I'll do another giveaway. Otherwise, I think when I hit 5, if and when I hit 5K, I'm going to get a tattoo. And I'm going to put up like a choice of like 5 tattoos, and I'll get everybody to vote on it. And then whatever one gets the most votes, I'll get that as a tattoo. You can absolutely throw in an idea for 3K. I'm happy to do that. Thank you, Peter. I appreciate that. Connect Star Wars dance. Oh, I'm riding solo. That would be interesting. That would be fun. It would be terrible, but fun. I appreciate that, Dom. I really do. I just want to have, positivity going out there. There's a lot of negative stuff in the Star Wars community and the Star Wars fans. I'm not here for it. I'm here for everybody enjoying what they enjoy. Ian, I'm here for people even if they don't enjoy something. Just being respectful to the people that do. That's all. Do you know what, Alex? Let's talk. Let's talk about getting you on, because I'd love to talk about the Down Under. And you recently made a Southfront with Grayscale. For me, Grayscale are like top of the mountain with Kyberphonic and that. So yeah, nice. Yeah, absolutely. A tattoo where, I mean, I've got place. I've got space. Yeah, who knows? I've definitely got space. What about 3K you versus Sems? In what? Just in a fight? in a lightsaber battle? I'm down for. He's mentioned it before. I'm down for that. We did actually do a video of us like building Lego at the same time and see who did it the first, and we did film it, but it was something went horribly wrong and it will never see the light of day, which is a shame. So maybe we need to redo that. A plushie, what, of myself? No one needs that. Cantina with AZ was amazing. They're wonderful, wonderful people. I love them so much. There you go. See, Shayna coming through. Always say your intro at the same time. We laugh over it every time. It's become, I think, oh, that's nice. It's cute. I won't change it then. I'll keep it the same forever. That would be a great prize. So a May the 4th lightsaber meetup would be incredible. However, May the 4th is actually my anniversary. So obviously it's been made that way. So maybe around May 4th, I think that could be something. I mean, there's plenty of us in London and that. So we could definitely do that. Versus Sen's lightsaber duel all cosplayed up. Him as Kylo, me as Luke. I'm down for that. I'm 100% down for that. 3K. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that for 3K. You fans are difficult to please, but you know what? It is very divided, but you know what? Let's. If we put out positivity, I feel like we can get positivity back, and that's what I try and do. It's not always easy. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm watching Bad Batch. We know how I feel about that. But at the same time, there's tons of people out there watching and enjoying the Bad Batch, and I'm really, really pleased for them. Because you know what? If they're getting something out of it, that's amazing, and I love it. Yeah, that was off the cuff. The first time I ever did that was just off the cuff, and then I was like, oh well, that'll do. You got to stay Grey Jedi there. It is a great way for people to come together. It is a great way for people to come together, for sure. I've met a lot of amazing people through this channel that have become very, very close friends. Sheena, Sems, Paul, Izzy, like really, like genuinely, like proper close friends. Me, obviously, everybody knows me and Sems hang out quite a lot. And it's been amazing to meet people through a channel of me just sitting here talking about Star Wars and lightsabers and Lego. It's nothing special. I don't like, if you've watched my videos, which obviously you have, I don't go in for any of this crazy editing like other people do, and they put the clips in and they zoom and they cut and da-da. I just keep it simple because I'm not that clever. Simple man making his way through the galaxy. I am the one in the middle. I am the Bendu. Oh, I love the Bendu. No, absolutely not. No. Well, yeah, we all know how Sims feel. I'm enjoying his reviews. We were doing any thoughts on the Acolyte and Skeleton Crew and the Raid movie arrives? It's difficult because I'm not a reaction channel. Like, I've done one reaction and I was like, yeah, I didn't really. It's not how I feel about it. Like, I don't really like doing reactions. It's a difficult thing to do because when I'm watching a trailer or something, I want to be invested in what I'm watching rather than having to think about what I'm watching. But I'm sure there's ways that I could use Jim's Cantina to kind of sit, maybe have a chat with different people about trailers and things like that. Maybe there's always ideas of things to go, you know. And of course, Stoney. We never forget Stoney. It's impossible to forget Stoney. The only reason I didn't mention him is because he's not around at the moment. He's in another country. Doesn't count. I tried to keep it real. Like, I think there's a lot of channels, not bad mouthing anyone specifically, but I think sometimes people get caught up in things and saying, well, if I say this company might reach out. Like, I have companies reach out to me and send me stuff. And I don't believe in giving someone a good review just because they've sent me something for free. So yeah, and I think a lot of channels get caught up in that, and so they'd be like, "Well, this is amazing," and when really I'm like, "That's fine, but it could be better in this way." Like, you don't have to be negative in your reviews of things, but be honest, and you can be you can have a positive spin on some of the negatives within that. Like, if you don't like something, it's okay to say that you don't like something, or if you think something should be better, that's what you do. That's what I've always done, especially with Force sabers, lightsabers. I've always said the things that I like and the things I don't like. And Ben has watched those reviews and then taken that on board and made better choices with his sabers in the future. And I think that's the best way to keep things improving and get things to like a level that we're all happy with, because it's the best way to be absolutely honest, because the feedback is necessary for things to be better across the board. I've missed loads of. I went on a rant. Simple is best. Simple is best. Hi, Norris. He is. Ryan, how are you? Yeah, just that's what I try and do. Constructive criticism. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. Oh yeah, let's not talk about those round Ahsoka sabers. They are not the ones. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Just be open and honest. And I think these things, when I'm able to talk honestly about a lightsaber, I think it gives everybody out there like a good sort of overview of the saber. And that's what I want, really. Like, the last thing I would ever want is for someone to take something that I've promoted and gone, this is amazing. And they've gone to like a company that I've never used as a customer and had a terrible experience. And they've done that because I recommended it. No, that doesn't sit well with me at all. So that's never going to happen. But I do get sent stuff. So I am very tempted to start reviewing things that I get sent without talking about the company, but rather talking about the saber itself, and yeah, and seeing where things go from there. Do I have a view on TXQ saber? This is exactly what I was just talking about. Now, it's very difficult in the UK because we don't have any in-stock sellers of TXQ lightsabers. So obviously for Nexus / LGT, whatever you want to call them, we have Padawan Outpost. They stock their sabers and they sell them. Most sellers in the UK of TXQ are drop shippers, and I don't really want to touch drop shippers. You can have good experiences with drop shippers. You can have very, very bad experiences with drop shippers. And so I find them too varied to be able to say, definitely buy from this drop shipper. I'm like, So for me, I haven't really been able to get my hands on that many TXQ lightsabers. I do have one in my possession at the moment that was sent to me for free. So I'm tempted to do a review of the saber itself as a TXQ saber as opposed to this company, because we all know that lots of different companies sell the same products. So yeah, so I would prefer to do it as this is a TXQ lightsaber as opposed to this is this company's saber, if you know what I mean. There are only two acceptable versions of Ahsoka's, Clone Wars and Rebels. That's it. Biggest smuggler in a standard, like a standard Nexus core, 22, I think is the biggest. You need to modify the core if you want to get a 28 in there. Sai does have some. So Sai Sabers, who made my original custom saber there, who I've done a few reviews from, he's got some on his website. They're some of the more basic ones, and I know he's looking at trying to get some more in stock. Once he's got some more in stock, I think I will grab something from him. So I'm happy to talk about Saber Trio. Like I said, I've got a couple. I've got a Vector and an Aaron. So I might do a Saber Trio video as a review on the sabers. I'd say not the company, but it's difficult because it's just like everybody knows Saber Trio. They're great. Like, Is that what, as in like different, like that's not lightsabers or Legos? I said Legos. Oh, I'm disappointed in myself. 24. There you go. So the beauty of the whole modification, saber modification, is if you get something from Padawan Outpost, you can modify it with their parts. I know, it's terrible, terrible, terrible. Anything Star Wars related? Okay, so recently I've done a hot toy or two. I've only got two. I'm not getting any more for now. My helmets, I've got more helmets that I want to get. I want to get the new Rex that comes out in a few days. And Sabine's when it comes out as well. Otherwise, Star Wars wise, I'm not sure. You know, it's difficult because like I've only got so much space as well. And when your space is taken up with so many Lego sets and so many lightsabers and so many helmets, and also I will not be in this space for that much longer. I am moving house. Hopefully to have a bigger not a bigger display space, but a bigger sort of studio space. So this, as you can tell, this is just my front room. But when I move, potentially there will be an actual studio, so I'll be able to have different display stuff up there. I agree completely. I would love to see a 2-button Nexus setup, and I think that's where TXQ kind of a little bit has the edge. That's something I'm very interested about. I know, don't, Sheena. I'm disgusted with myself. I will go back and edit that out. Reviewing figures, Black Series or the Vintage Collection. So I have a ton of Black Series figures. I had a rule that I was only going to get Jedi or Sith, and then I started getting Mandalorians, and then everything went horribly, horribly wrong. So yeah, I do have Black Series figures, and I've done some reviews of Black Series figures. They haven't always taken off because I don't necessarily get them as they come out. I get them somewhere down the line. It's a difficult one. It's finding that line between like, it's like Lego. So I don't want to buy a brand new Lego set, build it straight away and review it. That's not enjoyable for me because I always have a ton of Lego sets ready to be built for when I want to be in a Lego building mood. So what that does is it means that, okay, so I'll get to a new set, but I might get to it 6 months down the line. And there's the whole, well, you've missed the opportune moment for the video to get loads of views because everybody there. No, I don't really care about that too much. So I think I will always do that. Like the reviews of Lego stuff will always be like older unless I've got it and I wanted to build it straight away. So yeah. Jenny says she would like a Mace Windu. There's a very nice mace from Padawan Outposts. I love it. Vendari sounds better than the Vectra, hands down. Vendari is the best sounding lightsaber I've ever used. Yeah, it's a good rule, Jedi or Sith, and then they release like 1,000 Jedi and 1,000 Sith, and like, eh. Nice. Ozsaber is very difficult to get hold of in the UK. The shipping over is mad. I've seen their Jedi Survivor hilt, and it does look very, very nice. Yep, she's right. How's the house move purely because making? No, the house move is not specifically for making more room for the collection. I'm moving in with my girlfriend, and there's, yeah, we found that there's some space that I can use, and it's going to make a whole thing. Vendari's definitely, the Vendari's louder and sounds better. The sound venting on the Vendari is insane. I never got into it. I prefer Knights of the Old Republic games, and I'd really like it if they just, I know they're trying to do the whole remaster thing, just re-release them on the PlayStation, please, because I don't like playing Xbox. It's all good. What have you missed? You've missed the announcements. You've missed me talking about what's coming to the channel. You've missed quite a lot. I've been talking for 40 minutes. I was only going to do 20. So, but we're we're coming closer to the end now. No, definitely not that. Yeah, no, the Vendari's next level. That depends. That depends. Depends on which version of Vader's do you want. Do you want the MPP that can be either a New Hope Empire, or do you want the DV6, which is the Return of the Jedi one? For me personally, I prefer the MPP. The Corbat MPP is very, very nice. Sometimes you can find them on Padawan's site. You need to review Star Wars video games. That's not a bad shout. I could go back and start like from the original games, do like a group of like Super Nintendo Star Wars games, PlayStation Star Wars games. That's a pretty good idea. Yes. Old Republic stuff is very, very cool. I would like to get back into it, but I'm not a PC gamer. Snowby One, how are you? Yeah, it's the New Hope. So the MPP comes as with different parts in it, so you can actually have it as the New Hope version or the Empire version. It has different size ribs, and the clamp is slightly different, so you can swap it out. I mean, I will always recommend Padawan Outpost first and foremost, because if you use code Fulcrum, you get 5% off your order. And they ship like straight away. So, you know what? They're the best people to support in the world, and their prices are really good. You know, if you want something super high detailed, from Fallen Order, there's the Ogdo Killer. I know Sheena has an Ogdo Killer, and it is beautiful. But you are talking very high, a lot. Hey, man, as long as you're kicking, it's all good. Yeah, I'm really excited for the 2 new Battlefronts coming out. Yeah, for sure. You have the Cal Kestis from Disney. So I've tried to do. I wanted to do a comparison of Luke lightsabers, a Padawan Outpost, a Hasbro, a KR. I have those threes, and then a Galaxy's Edge or a Disney Legacy, whatever you want to call it, Luke Saber. So I can do a video comparison of the 4 of them to see how they're all different. Because I've held the Disney Legacy Luke, and it is a chunky boy, and I'm not a massive fan of how they've done things. I find them too thick and too short. But saying that, like, it's one of those things where it's just like you only notice those things when you really get sort of involved and you start to look at things more and more. I think, you know, if you, I know people that have a bunch of the legacy lightsabers and they have them all on display and they look fantastic. And I'm like, you know what, if that's the one you want, you know, because they come in those cool boxes, and I'd love one of those cool boxes. If that's the ones that you want, they look awesome. So yeah. There you go. You see, all around the world. Thoughts on art sabers? Don't touch them with a barge pole. Yep. Art sabers are the worst. Well, enjoy packing your shopping. So we've just had this question, Star Wars game content. So it looks like people are asking for me to sort of do reviews on Star Wars games. So it's definitely something I can look into for sure. Also, if it means that I get to replay old Star Wars games, I'm sold. They are massive. There you go. Overpriced reseller. Even with people that have all these discounts in the world, they're still way, way overpriced. So So the Kylo Ren Hasbro is actually really nice. Cass has one, and it's very cool. I think the Hasbro ones are a great start to any collection. Um, they're getting better as well. That's one thing I have noticed. Yeah, why not? No live stream gaming. Because I struggle with live streams anyway, he says, doing 45 minutes. I struggle with live streaming in general, but if I'm playing a video game, I'm very much want to play the game and I want to be in the game and enjoy the game, not having to worry about making it entertaining content. So reviews are more my jam. But you can't take the blade out. I mean, that would be cool. I know me and Sems have talked. I know we're both getting to the game, so I know we're both going to be playing it. So I might talk him into maybe doing some streaming on his Twitch channel for that. That could be fun. Some of the Hasbro ones are pretty cool. Some of the older ones, not so much. I've got one of the old Black Series Lukes, and I love it. I do love it. It's like one of my first sabers, and it's up on my wall with the rest of them. But when you'll compare it, you can't, like, you sit there and you compare it to like a KR. It's a different level. But then the price, 100 and I can't remember how much the Hasbro one's, 120, 130 quid. But KR, you're looking at installed 750, crystal 800, master chassis 1,200 quid. So it's levels. It's how far you want to go with it. And that's the beauty of it, though, is I think there's something for everybody across the line. Yeah, there is that to be said about the fact that the blade can't be removed. The watch party is looking like it's going to be the 9th of March, starting at 8 a.m. GMT. Yeah, me too. It was a huge deal for me, so I'm definitely getting back on it. Kenobi saber, well, it depends. It always depends. Like, what version of Kenobi is he doing? Because every single different like iteration of Kenobi, there's a different saber that matches it. So yeah. So which version of Kenobi is he cosplaying? Is he young Kenobi? Is he Revenge of the Sith? Is he Kenobi Show? Is he Alec Guinness? Price is always a consideration. I would always say that, like, absolutely. And that's why I think the Hasbro ones are a great introduction to that, because they do look good. They sound pretty decent. And you get the whole, for the price, you're getting a decent blade as well. Oh, don't, Ryan. Do you know what, right? So my KR Sabers Luke was actually Ryan's. Used to be Ryan's, and he did the install, and it's got a crystal in it, and it's beautiful. But then in my head, I'm like, one day, I'd love to put a master chassis in that Luke, because it deserves the best. But crazy. Kenobi's from Phantom Menace is nice, except you, in a real world point of view, very hard to fight with, because the grenade pommel at the bottom, super uncomfortable. No smooth swing. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, and again, I think it does change things the further on you get into it. Like, you can buy a Hasbro and it will sound and you'll hit stuff and it will make noise, and you'll be happy with it, and you'll be happy with it forever. But if you get to that point where you're like, I'd like it to sound a bit better, I'd like it to look a bit closer to the actual hilt, then that's where you start to sort of go down the route of, like, okay, so here's a more affordable Luke that looks better, and then you get to the point where I'm at, where you're like, here's a Luke that looks screen accurate but costs money. Oh, I would love that. I would love a master chassis in my Luke for sure. That's interesting. You don't get many people saying they're not fans of thin necks, but a lot of people love a thin neck. I'm a massive thin neck fan. Like anytime I design a lightsaber, it comes with a thin neck. My custom one has got a thin neck. My next custom one that I'm currently designing at the moment has got a thin neck. Not easily duelable with though. Too much damage. They are the best. In my opinion, they're the best. I love mine. It is pride of place in my collection. For sure. Anyway, I have been bleating on for way too long as it is. Thank you everybody for joining this live. It's actually been really fun chatting with everybody. I will contact the winners after this and let them know that they've won, and so I can get these sabers to their new homes. But thank you everybody for joining me. Thank you for your continued support on the channel. And yeah, it looks like I'm going to start doing Star Wars game reviews. So that's a new thing. And I will post about the watch along as soon as I get everything sorted and solidified. I will let everybody know exactly when it's starting and how to join me and where to join me and everything else. But until then, thank you everybody. You've all been amazing. And don't forget, hey Sean, I'm literally just signing off, but it'll be live again in a second, so rewatch it if you want to. But until next time, don't forget, we are one with the Force, and the Force is with us.